Hey everyone, in this video I decided to build a brand new Minecraft SMP, and the reason I've decided to build this server is because I've been watching a lot of Minecraft recently and been wanting to get back into the game. Because I still get views on my old server development videos, I thought I'd record this server development for you guys to see and potentially learn a thing or two. After this video I am intending on recording Let's Play style videos on this server. I've been watching a lot of old school style gameplays from the likes of XenoCorpse and NeoCubist and wanted to do something similar for myself. So if you're excited for that, leave a like on this video. And this server is currently public, so if you want to join for yourself, then you'll need to watch through the whole video to find out how. Anyways, let's get started putting this server together. So first things first, we need to buy a server, download plugins, install the plugins, start the server, restart my router because it's taking too long to join the server. Join the server. Think of an SMP name. Ask Discord for an SMP name. Create a server logo. Go to bed because it's past midnight and I'm super tired. Okay, it's now day 2 and I'm going to start configuring all these plugins. I'm going to list each plugin, briefly explain what it does and what I'm using it for, and then move on to the next one. For a list of all the plugins I've used in this SMP, check the description down below. Or alternatively, I'm also putting together a pre-configured setup, which you can download for yourself. So if you want to make your own version of this server, all you need to do is download the zip, upload it to your own server, and then start playing. All the hard work is done for you. Check out the download link in the description as well if you want to try it for yourself. Better RTP lets you randomly teleport anywhere in the world. This is a good way to get far from spawn without having to run thousands of blocks manually. Better Teams lets you create your own teams and invite your friends. It's sort of like factions where you can PvP other teams. ClearLag will automatically delete items that are floating on the ground at specific intervals. This is useful, for example, if you have, say, a bunch of mob farms with item drops all over the place and not actually going into chests. Instead of, clogging up the server and causing lag, every 5 minutes or so, all those items would be deleted. You can also configure which items won't be deleted. So for example, if you accidentally die and then there's a clear lag wipe, you won't lose all your value. During editing, I found that this part of the video explaining all the plugins is a little bit long and repetitive. So like I said, if you want a full list of the plugins or the configuration download, then check out the description below. If you have any specific questions about each of the plugins or need technical support, then leave your comment below as well, or join my Discord server and ask it there. So it's been a couple of days since I started this project, but I finally got all my plugins installed, configured, and permissions all set up for each of the respective ranks. Hopefully, cross my fingers, but it won't really be until I start really getting into the server and then other players start joining where I'll identify, potentially if I missed any permissions or if I haven't configured things properly or whatnot. But I thought I'd just hop on the server real quick to give you a quick showcase of what I've done. So I'm still trying to think of a name for the server. I've asked the Discord, but I've got no results yet. So just for the meantime, it's called something SMP. That's not the IP address either. I haven't, done a custom IP yet, but I think I probably will once I do, have a name for the server. So for example, we have something SMP at the moment. So we could have like something shards. I don't know. It's a little bit silly, but if I don't come up with anything between now and me putting out the video, then I'm just going to call it this something SMP. We're on the server at the moment. We've got our crazy shards, and this is going to be purchasable using a shopkeeper at spawn, and it'll be purchasable using diamonds, emeralds, netherite, gold, iron. I still need to work out the specifics, but I'll most likely do 4 diamonds for 1 shard, or maybe 2 diamonds for 1 shard, 1 netherite for a few shards as well. I'm not sure what the exchange rates are going to be, but some of the things that shards will be used to purchase will be things like, protection stones, elytras, shulker boxes, and safari nets. One thing I really don't want to do is, have a full server shop. It's something I've done in the past on other servers like Crazy SMP, where, you'll have a shopkeeper, that sells every single type of concrete, every single type of glass, every single type of wood, every single type of this. I don't want to have all that. I still want it to be survival at its core. So, players do have to go out, get the farms, get the resources themselves manually, do trading, stuff like that. So just quickly, I'm going to run through the different protection stone sizes. What you can do is, place down this coal block, and it protects a land with a radius of 8 blocks. So effectively a 17 by 17 block radius, or 17 by 17 block diameter, sorry. So when you place this down, it protects your land. And now this land is, free from, grief, PvP, and just protects all your stuff, including your chests. But one thing you can do, which is really cool, is you can craft your protection stones together to make them bigger. So if we take our columns, we can turn them into lapis. And then lapis will protect a 16 block radius. And then if we do the same thing again, you get gold, and that's a 32 block radius. So basically, multiplies its size by 4. You then have diamonds, you then have emeralds, and then you then have redstone. So this is the redstone, this is the large size. This one is huge. This is a 513 block diameter effectively as well. So absolutely huge, really something that you would acquire, during the late game sort of thing. Another thing I've configured is all the in-game ranks. So these ranks are inspired by Crazy SMP. And one thing we can do is type /rewards to show you. So these are all time-based ranks. We have the default rank. So this is the one you get by default. It's essentially just the guest rank. And then you have these ranks. So member is awarded to you after 2 hours. Then there's regular, which is 6 hours. Trusted is 12 hours. Expert is 24 hours. Veteran is 2 days. And legend is 7 days. And when you rank up, you do get extra permissions on the server, like the ability to place extra protection stones or create more warps. Another thing we have on the server is safari nets. These are sort of like Pokemon balls. All you do is come up to a mob, you capture it, and then you can place it wherever you want. We also have a whole bunch of other plugins as well, like silk spawners, vanilla twigs, custom crafting recipes for things like saddles and name tags and all that good stuff. So that's really it for the showcase. I just wanted to give you a quick update of what I've been working on over the past couple of days. But the next step is for us to put the spawn together. Now's the fun part where we put the server together. My advice with servers is to always ensure that any new players who join get a complete understanding of how the server works solely from the spawn. It's also important that your spawn is simple and not overloaded with information. What I'm going to be doing for this server is taking a page from the lifesteal servers I've done in the past and having a simple floating platform for the spawn with a PvP area down below. I do this for a few reasons. The first being that you can't miss any of the important information. The second is that as the server only needs 1 to 2 shopkeepers, I can also have them really close to spawn. Thirdly, it's really easy for players to meet up with one another and initiate trades. And lastly, and probably the most obvious point, is that it's just easier for me to set it up this way. If you want a full video tutorial on how to import a server spawn you've downloaded from the internet, then check out this video here. But like I said, with this spawn, I want to have a floating island when you spawn, and then down below a constant PvP area. You can't build in the PvP area, but if you run out far enough into the wild, you'll reach an area where you can. Alternatively, if you simply want to teleport into the wild, I'll also set up an NPC that allows you to do just that. Another piece of information that is important is how PvP works. So for this server, keep inventory will be disabled 24/7 and PvP is enabled in the wild. The only places where PvP is disabled is at spawn or within protection stone regions. It's been a few days since the last update, but I think the server is finally ready to play. I'm sure as more and more players start to join, there'll be some mistakes raised for me to fix. I'm probably missing a few important plugins that I haven't even thought about. Also, some exciting news is that I'm going to be starting a Let's Play series on this server as well, so expect future videos on that. I'm hoping that everything is going to be really friendly, but I know deep down it's probably not. I'll probably have to spend time each day moderating the server, so you can all likely expect more behind the scenes videos from me about this server in the future. If you guys do want to join the server for yourself, the IP address is smp.net. I look forward to seeing each and every one of you online. Make sure to read the rules, and I hope you all enjoy. And on that note, I'm going to wrap the video up here. Thank you all for watching, and I hope you have a good rest of your day.